You will be all over in the morning. You will be all over in the morning. You will be all over in the morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Hi, Mr. Ashford Sanders. Thanks for joining me. Good morning. This is Real Talk with Trinese. And we're going to have an amazing time today. We're going to have Miss Shannon Ayers come in a little bit about 9:45. A good friend of mine, Easton Classmate. She has written a book called Tunnel Vision, and her book signing is going to be at Ebenezer Baptist Church in Atlanta, Georgia, where the beautiful man of God, leader, civil rights leader, preacher, all that. He has many titles. Dr. Martin Luther King was baptized and pastored that church. So she's going to be doing her book signing. She will be in to talk about uh, dealing with racism in America and dealing with her own experiences and things like that. Good morning. Good morning, everybody who's watching Facebook Live. Share the video if you are watching. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. This is Trinese Duplessis with Real Talk with Trinese. We are in here. We're in the house. We're here at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time to 11 a.m. Central Standard Time every Friday. And we have a special guest, a good friend of mine. She's on Facebook Live, Shannon Ayers, who's going to be coming to talk about her book, Tunnel Vision. She's a new author, but she has so many titles, and I'm so excited that she's coming in. And she's going to have her book signing at Ebenezer Baptist Church in Atlanta, Georgia, where the civil rights leader, preacher, entrepreneur, Martin Luther King was baptized and pastored that church. And that's where her book signing is going to be. What a proud moment. So we're going to be having her on about 9:45. But until then, enjoy the music, and I'll come back. So make sure you invite the video, guys. Share the video. Mr. Shedrick, good morning. We're zooming and looking for a director and set design for our project. Okay, inbox me, sir. Inbox me, please, so I can maybe I can help you with that. So right now, I'm just going to invite a few people right now. Okay. Let me see. So I'm just inviting a few people, guys. Good morning, everybody. I'm inviting a few people. Make sure you invite your friends and family. Share the video. We're going to have an amazing time this morning. morning, everybody. Good morning. Morning. Good morning. Listening to some of that Commodores this morning. I love that song. Jesus. Whoa. Yeah. Okay, I don't know what happened there. Well, it must be the next song coming up. All right. Next song will be coming up. All right. Play a little Howard Hewitt for you. All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Please share the video. We're going to have some amazing time today. We're going to talk about a little bit of everything with my special friend and guest, Shannon. Ayers will be on the line at 9:45. She's going to call in, and we're going to have a great discussion about her book called Tunnel Vision. I'm so excited for her. Very exciting time in her life and all the things that she's doing. We're going to talk about the women's retreat that she's putting together for our sisters to come and support. So I'm going to be a part of that as well. So we got some great things happening this year, guys. Is this your season? This is your season to reap what you sow. If you sow good grounds, it's coming back to you. Say a prayer. So this is a one-woman show I'm doing here. I'm working the boards, working the computers. I got 3 computers in here for the music and my laptop, and then we have the studio's computer. So I'm working the phone. So this is a one-woman show that you get, and I think I'm doing a phenomenal job. What you guys think? Yep. I don't have anybody helping me in this studio. It's just me. And I actually love it. It's great. It's a little bit of a challenge, but it's okay. I'm fine with it. I love challenges. So all right, guys, invite others. We're gonna have a great time. I wanna thank you, God, for giving me one more chance. To say a praise. I sing it all day. Yeah, God is good, guys. God is good. Despite it all, despite the struggles and troubles we go through, God is good. To say a praise. Wow, I'm still inviting people. While the music break is on. Amen. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Trinese to Places with Real Talk with Trinese. I am so excited to be back in the studio once again. Every Friday we are here from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. It's a blessed time to always to be able to get up and do your dreams and to do the things that you enjoy doing, to actually talk to the people, to connect with the people every week. This is definitely keeping me busy. Of course, I've always have been busy, productive, but doing this every week is really, really good. My TV show, unlike my TV show, which is Trinese, the Trinese Duplessis Show. Make sure you guys like that page on Facebook. I only tape that once a month, and it plays every week. So I'm very, very grateful for that show as well. But by having the radio show, doing that weekly, that is just keeping me busy, and it's keeping me with fresh ideas and things that that we could talk about, subjects in America, racism and all these different things that we're dealing with. It's troubled times in our America. It's troubled times here in America right now, guys. And you know that there's so much going on. There's so much manipulation and greed and just the spirit of the world right now is just really, really rough. But at the end of the day, a lot of us are here. We are still here. We have a light, and we still have a light inside of us. We're still deciding to do great work. We're deciding to do God's work, which is a blessing. We, even despite of what's going on around us, and we see so much turmoil, so much pain, and so much agony, we are still here. We are still here fighting the good battle. We are still here doing what it is that we're supposed to do. We are still here. So those of us who decides to do good and to do great things despite of what's around us, I commend you greatly. I commend you on you using your gifts and talents to fight through the struggles and oppression and the racism, all these things that are going on in this world right now. And unfortunately, we have a president that decides that he wants to call immigrants and people that are not from this country animals. So we have people like that are leading the country. So we have to be positive, even though it looks negative, but there's still a light at the end of the tunnel. Light at the end of the tunnel. And speaking of which, saying light at the end of the tunnel, my special guest, a great friend of mine, Easton classmate, will be coming in at 9:45. She's going to be calling in from Atlanta to discuss her book called Tunnel Vision. To discuss her book called Tunnel Vision, Shannon Ayers will be calling in about what she's dealt with in racism, what she talks about, all the dynamics of what she's been through and what she's seen through her own eyes. She's going to talk about that. I'm very excited for her that she's a first-time author. So she's going to be calling in to discuss her book Tunnel Vision. So we got to keep on working despite of what's going on around us, guys. Keep making magic. Keep going beyond the stars. Keep going beyond the sky. Keep fighting through, because we got to fight through. We got to fight through the fog, guys. We got to fight through the fog, because there's a lot of fog out there, a lot of uncertainty out there. But when you are certain about your gifts and you're certain about your calling, and when you're certain about your destiny, you are going to transform, and you're going to be able to have those wings that's going to expand. Your eagle wings are going to expand, and you're going to be able to fly over all those obstacles, and you're going to be able to go into new territory once you open your mind and your heart up to the things that you are passionate about. It's important that we are passionate about something in our life. Something great in our life. Don't be passionate about foolishness. Don't be passionate about things that don't mean or don't add to your life. Don't be passionate about that. Don't be passionate about mediocrity. Don't be passionate about mediocrity. Be passionate about operating in the spirit of excellence. No matter what's going on around you, operate in the spirit of excellence. That's what we need to know, and we need to do despite Despite, I know it looks bad, every day the media is showing us the bad side of things, showing us what's going on. And lately, we've been seeing a lot of foolishness with racism. People calling the police on a Yale student that was sleeping because she was tired. People calling the police on people that's on a barbecue in a public park. It's just so much hype going on with that. But let's not lose focus on the work that needs to be done. Yeah, I see all the memes. I even shared a few memes. I even shared, they have the lady. She's in every situation of black excellence. They had her calling the police on when somebody, at a graduation, or somebody even had her in a picture with the good times picture where the people were dancing in the picture. So they got memes of this foolishness that she's done. The internet will tear you apart. The internet will tear you apart. Okay? So, but the thing about it, let's not lose focus on what it is that we need to be doing. Because I tell you, the media will definitely constantly show you the bad side of things, but there's so many other great things that are going on. And we got to remember that we are here for a purpose, and let's not get too distracted about the bad things. Let's be attentive to the great things. Let's be more attentive to the great things and share good news. Well, I want to challenge everybody. This is what I want to challenge everybody to do. I would rather you share great things more than negative things. Now, of course, negative things it's a balance with great things, because we got to show the negative so we can turn it into a positive. So I'm not saying that. So, spread good news, spread great things, but also we have to spread the things that are not so good so we can correct it, right? So we can correct it. So understand that it's very important that you get on the bandwagon about doing what you have to do. It's very, very important. I understand that sometimes people don't realize that I'm showing so many negative things. So many negative things are happening, and I'm getting consumed in so many negative things that I can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. I can't see on this side where there's so many things that's going on. That's great. I can't see on the left side where so many things are happening. But I always see in front of me, I always see something that's very negative. So we got to understand that it's important that we understand that we get it together. That we understand that we have a purpose. We have a better purpose. We have a outstanding purpose, that God gifted us with great things. So we need to be operating in those great things. Now, again, I've seen so much going on in the media, and we got to be careful that we don't hype up the wrong things, guys. You know what I'm saying? We got to be careful. We got to be very, very, very careful. So what I want you to do, guys, I want you to understand that sometimes I'm human. Some things I share on my book the other day, and I'm very transparent about what I share. I'm very transparent. I shared on my Facebook page that you ever feel like you're a failure. I woke up discouraged. I went to bed discouraged. That's what I posted. And sometimes I'm not afraid to share what I'm feeling sometimes. I'm not afraid, because I want people to know that I am human. That I'm human first. I'm human first. Even though I am an artist, a mother, a wife, and all those other titles that I have, I am human first, and I am allowed to feel. So sometimes, as an artist, as a person, you will beat up on yourself at times. You'll be like, I coulda, I woulda, I shoulda, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? So it's very important that you don't stay there. That you don't stay there. You know what I'm saying? That you don't stay in that despondent place. You know what I'm saying? I tell you, it's all the things that we're doing. I can't understand why that we beat up on ourselves so many times. But guess what? We're going to understand now that when we get in a despondent place, don't stay there. Don't stay there. Don't stay there. So listen, I'm so excited about what's happening. So right now, I just want to show you this. those who are watching me live, this is an old poster. If you can see it, guys, this is an old poster. And if you look at this poster, it looks like it could be a movie poster. God's Tears on My Window Pane. This is my, I wrote this story in 2009. And, you know, I was invited on a television show and I read that story. And next thing you know, I wound up being a co-host of that show, Hope for Today. I wound up being a co-host for that show, Hope for Today. So it's so important that when you put seeds in your mind, that you're going to realize that once you put that thought, that seed of thought in your mind, in your head, and you put it on paper and you write that script, something magnificent happened. So by me coming on a television show to read God's Tears on My Window Pane, the co-host, my friend Reverend Thompson, he was so impressed with it that he made me co-host of that television show. For 8 years, I was the co-host of of Hope for the Day, and now I have my own television show, the Trinese television show, and I have my own radio show now. So God is constantly blessing me. So this poster, God's Tears on My Window Pane, was just something in my head that I thought, and I put it on paper, and now it was a fantastic 2014 we did the show, 2014 we did the show, 2015 we did the show, 2016. And now we're doing part 2, God's Tears on My Window Pane part 2. And guess what, guys? It's going to be a dinner play. When I did my first play in 2011, Let's Stay Together, about 3 couples, a divorced couple, an engaged couple, and a married couple, 3 couples. We did a dinner play. And it was a sold out show. So I haven't done a dinner play since 2011. And I've been trying to get back to work my way back. So I've made a conscious decision that my husband and I got our catering business now. We've always provided the food for the shows, and people love our food. So now we're going to be able to do a full-fledged menu for part 2. So when you put your mind and your heart into something that you know you're passionate about, it's going to manifest. It's going to manifest, people. So that's what I'm saying. If you know that you are gifted with a special gift and you just sitting on it and letting it collect dust, what's going to happen? You're going to be complacent in life. You're not going to be happy. You're not going to be your happiest self if you're not putting your gifts all on the table. God has blessed you with so many, but you're not operating because of what? Because of fear. Because of fear. Fear stops you. Fear stops you. Fear stops you from operating in it. So by me creating this short story, it looks like a movie, doesn't it? That's Shalita Burt Manuel, a beautiful artist, a singer, actress. I love her to death. That's Samuel Bowles. They are Michelle and Toby. They own Michelle and Toby. They carried God's Tears on My Window Pane. And now we have part 2. We have part 2, July 21st and July 22nd. July 21st and July 22nd. We're doing part 2. We've been rehearsing. I believe in ministry through drama. I believe in it. And I've been called to do this. So you have to understand. Sometimes you may see me posting. You may see me tagging you in some stuff, because I want you to understand that you can do this too. And also I want you to see that I'm moving steadfast. I'm moving forward because I know this is what I was called to do. And this is great work that I'm producing, and it's ministry. It's going to help somebody. I can't tell you how many times people have told me my plays have helped them and healed them. And even people that want to commit suicide they saw the show God's Tears on My Window Pane. They saw this. We had people weeping. We had people weeping in the audience on this story. If you don't know the story, if you haven't seen it, it's about a couple that comes from, both of them come from abusive backgrounds. Michelle comes from molestation. Toby comes from alcoholism. He witnessed his father push his mother down the stairs and kill her. He was an artist as a child. So where God's tears on my window pane come from, where that title comes from, Toby as a little boy would watch the rain on his window pane. And he would say that was God's tears coming down from the sky. So that's what God's tears on my window pane, because he weep for the children. He weep for us. He's crying. And that's where that title comes from. It's important to have a magnificent title. It's important to have a powerful title. And on top of that, it's important to have a title with a storyline that matches that title, that substance that meets the body of work in a meat. It doesn't make sense to have a great title and have a poor script. So the script moved mountains. The script moved people. The singing, Robert Peck Jr., my musical director, all of these. I really want to thank everybody that has been a part of God's Tears on My Window Pane. Everybody that was in the previous cast. We have a whole new cast. The only original people is Shalita Burt Manuel and Samuel Bowles, who's the main characters in the play. But we have some amazing new people that's coming a part of this play. So guys, I want you there. I want to see you eating dinner and enjoying this live music and enjoying this storyline. I want to see you there. That's because the reason it's happening, because I had it in my mind, I put it on paper, and now we have a production. That's how God works. He's going to give you the ideas. He's going to give you the ability to do it. Those of you who are singers and writers and all those other things, painters, you know that you have great ability to put it together. But what's stopping you? You weren't about you weren't about the struggle. The struggle is what makes you appreciate it. Listen, God, this stuff is not easy. This stuff is not easy. It's not easy putting on this. Let me tell you something. I am not rich. I don't have a bank account full of stuff. I've had negative accounts, zero accounts. You know what I'm saying? Let me be real with you. Let me be real with you. I've been riding on E. Sometimes you ride on E in your car been empty, your gas been empty, your food is low, your car low behind, your rent is behind. I've been through all that, and sometimes I still go through that, but I'm pushing through, I'm pressing through, because I know there's a breakthrough that's going to happen for me and my family. Guys, I can't tell you enough. It is hard. It's hard, but you gotta love what you do. You gotta love what you do. You gotta love it, because when you put love in it, it's going to show, and people are going to appreciate that. That is real ministry. We all are ministers. You could be a minister as a painter. You paint a beautiful painting. Somebody's grabbing it. Somebody's inspired by that painting. Somebody may buy that painting. We are all ministers. You are construction worker. You build with your hands. You build houses. Somebody built this desk. Somebody built this chair. Somebody built this Loyola University brick by brick. Somebody built these computers. Somebody built that phone. Somebody built this keyboard. We are gifted beyond measures. So every situation mended together. God makes things mend together. You have a gift. Somebody built this microphone that I'm speaking on. Somebody built this computer board for me to talk over the airwaves. Somebody created the internet. Somebody created mine. You are a creative geniuses out there, and you have to understand, stop beating yourself up like I can't and I would have. It is hard doing this kind of work, guys. I don't do it. If I did it just for the money, I'm going to make me some quick, baby. I would have quit a long time ago. If I would have just done this thing just for money, I'm just going to make some money. Let me tell you something. I've been doing these plays since 2008, and it's 2018. That's 10 years. And it's still a struggle, but I'm fighting through, and I've been writing since a child. So you know what I'm saying? So success is not going to happen overnight. Let me put this show together. It's going to blow up. Let me put this play on. Yeah. It's not going to happen like that. So you got to be patient in your journey. You got to appreciate it. And as you go on your journey, you're going to bless people on the right. You're going to bless people on the left. You're going to bless people from. They're going to have some people. Listen, guys, I want y'all to get this message that I'm saying. They're going to have some people that have started after you. After you. Say, for instance, myself, an example. They may have a playwright that's just starting out. And she may have surpassed, or he or she may have surpassed me. May have traveled all over the world with their plays. That is their destiny. That is how God set it up. That's the way it is. It's not up to me to be angry at somebody else because they passed me up, because they're on another level, or because they're going a different way. Everybody's story is different. Everybody's story is different. You have to understand, God is going to test you to see how you handle other people's blessings. God is going to test you to see, are you going to be happy for others if they surpass you, if they're doing greater things than you? You still have a purpose. It doesn't take away from you. So celebrate others as you grow, guys, is what I'm saying. Celebrate others as you build and you grow. Sure, I should have done some things differently. Maybe I would be in this way and that way. But at the same time, I'm moving right along. There are going to be some mistakes. There's going to be some setbacks. There's going to be all that, some financial ruin. You know what I'm saying? You're going to go through that when you are building your legacy and your dream. You're going to go through that. Because when you are in the grave, when you are gone, you can say, I tried my best. I tried my best to leave something of substance behind. So guys, do not get so caught up in foolishness, so caught up in mediocrity. Operate in the spirit of excellence. Do it with your all. Do it with your all, even sometimes if it costs you, because God is going to restore that back to you. Pray for other people and pray for yourself. Don't just say, Lord, bless my child to be a better child. Say, Lord, bless my neighbor's child. Bless my co-worker's child. You understand? Think universal. Universal. Because you want everybody to be blessed. You want everybody you connected to win. If you constantly if you constantly have jealousy and envy inside of you, you're not going to grow to the next level. If you got to clean some stuff out of you guys, if you got to clean some things out of you, clean it out of you. Okay, God, that's my guest that's calling. Shannon Ayers is calling right now. I'm sorry for preaching so hard, but she is calling. Good morning. This is Real Talk with Trinese. Is this Miss Shannon?
This is Shannon.
Good morning. Good morning. You're right on time, Shannon. Thank you for calling in. How are you today? Calling from Atlanta, Georgia.
I am blessed. Thank you so much for having me. I feel honored. Thank you so much.
I appreciate it. When you told me about the book a couple of weeks ago, I was not only happy for you, but I was very shocked because I didn't realize that you were working on a book. And you see that I love the fact that you kept that quiet. I love the fact that you kept it quiet because let me tell you something. Surprises are a beautiful thing. When you keep stuff quiet and you're working on it and then it manifests, isn't that a beautiful thing?
It is a beautiful thing. And I tell you, I hesitated to even share it because I wrote the book. It wasn't necessarily to publish a book.
Okay.
It was really just to memorialize an experience that I endured. And when I memorialized that experience, it started off as just like a 2-page paper that I just wrote.
A 2-page. Let me say this. Let me say, those of you who are watching and listening, I have Shannon. You know what, Shannon, you my girl, but please tell me I'm pronouncing your name right. It's Ayers, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I just want to make sure. So Shannon, we have Miss Shannon Ayers on the line. She's a great friend of mine, a Warren Easton classmate, a sister friend, a motivator. She has so many titles. I'm just so honored that she wrote a book called Tunnel Vision, and she's here on the line to discuss those things with her book and all the other projects that she's been doing. So she just said this, that it started off as a 2-page journal.
Pretty much.
And now,
what it was. Yeah.
and now it's a book. And may I ask how many pages are in the book?
Oh, good question. It is 50 pages.
50 pages.
Yeah.
50 pages. It started off with 2 pages, but it's 50 pages. And I can imagine that each page has some great substance to it. Each page have something that we can learn from. Because, again, tell us a little bit about the book, if you don't mind, and what internalize. Again, those who are listening and watching, this is Shannon, Ayers on the line discussing her new book, Tunnel Vision. So just tell us a little bit about it and what it entails and what can we learn from this book.
Absolutely. That, of course, everybody knows back in 2000, I believe it was 2007, when President Obama announced that he was going to be a candidate for the presidency.
Mm-hmm.
And like many, I was one of those ones thinking, okay, this is somebody else that's going to pander to the black people for the black vote,
mm-hmm.
Because everybody's always trying to give us a leader and give us a savior.
Mm-hmm.
And I was very skeptical of
mm-hmm.
him.
Okay.
And my husband and I paid attention and, watched the election very closely
mm-hmm.
and was literally vetting the candidates because people don't really think that black folks care about politics, that we care about what's going on in this country,
mm-hmm.
but we took an interest in that. And so fast forward, as the election had come to a close and President Obama was inaugurated, I believe he was as the president-elect.
Okay.
My husband was deployed.
Wow.
He deployed shortly after that. And so when it came down to the inauguration, I really wanted to go.
Mm-hmm.
I really wanted to be there. So dropped my kids off at her mom, and I, headed on this journey. And so the book talks about that journey,
mm-hmm.
and literally where it started from, en route to the inauguration, what happened when I got there.
Okay.
And the experience that I felt once, it was all over. And when I tell you, it was beyond surreal.
Wow.
But it's not what everybody would expect.
Okay.
Everybody was excited and happy that President Obama was elected, but my experience was more indirect than it was direct, and it wasn't what people would think, but it was a grand time that was life-changing for me.
Wow.
So I came home that night, and I just started writing all of the things that I saw, the people that I met, the experiences that I had.
Right.
And it was just a 2-page paper.
Mm-hmm.
At this time, I was finishing up my bachelor's in psychology.
Okay.
And so I had an opportunity to submit what I wrote in this kind of free area that they had for us to submit online just random things we wanted to write.
Okay.
And my sister, she saw it. And when she saw it and she read it, she actually called me.
Wow.
And was, practically, in tears, about that experience and, wanted me to share that experience with other people. At the time, I wasn't sure if I wanted to, share it beyond that experience because I didn't want it to turn into something more than what I wanted it to be. But that inspired me from that point
mm-hmm.
to expound on other experiences that I've had throughout my life with racism
mm-hmm.
and just being a person of color
mm-hmm.
in America.
Mm-hmm.
And so just over the years, I would just add to it and think about different stories and different little anecdotes that all made this book come to one complete project and just decided to publish it.
Wow. So you actually sharing personal stories in this book.
I am.
That is
it's what makes it real.
Let me tell you something. I really applaud you on that. I applaud you on that. And that's why we have to be transparent and we have to be real if we want people to face the ugly truths of racism. Because it is here, it is deep. And a lot of people get uncomfortable about that subject matter. But by you put it in the book and you sharing real stories with people, people can see firsthand. And I'm hoping and praying, and I know it was going to happen, that you're going to have Caucasian people to purchase this book. You're going to have other
already have.
That's a blessing because they need to see it. Because let me tell you something. They don't understand because they don't have black skin. They don't understand. So you put in your personal testimonies in there that keeps it real and authentic. And in these days, everybody wants to be shallow. Everybody wants to sweep things under the rug. Everybody wants to be people pleasers. Nobody wants to be a leader and take a full stance on being authentic. And what has happened to our authentic society? What has happened? Because we're gonna.
I can tell you.
Go ahead.
I can tell you what happened. And some of it, believe it or not, is really just being a product of our environment. Because I was guilty of the same thing.
Okay.
Trying to climb the corporate ladder, trying to do better, because we all grew up in the hood.
Yes.
And they have these fairy tales of nice houses, nice cars,
white picket fence,
and what it takes to get there. And unfortunately, we live in a world where, as a person of color, what do we always say? We have to be 10 times better, and we have to, all of these different things just to get a piece.
Yes.
And so, in order to do that, sometimes we play the role, and I've been guilty of it too. We play the role just so that we can get ahead because we know it's not a level playing field. And so, I'm at a stage in my life right now where, I guess if I can just be blunt, I just don't care. I don't. And it's not to be. I have friends of every hue. Various nationalities, backgrounds, cultures.
Yes.
Military spouse. We travel the world. And that's people that I love dearly.
Yes.
But I have to explain that there's a certain thing that people don't understand that do not live in this skin. Even when they try to understand,
yes,
they don't. They don't understand what it means. All of these things that we're seeing in the news media, and the cops are being called for frivolous things.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
They're emboldened, and
right.
They feel as though they have that power and that authority. So I'm just at a stage in my life, in all fairness, to those who are still trying to make it, because sometimes it's a tough choice to make when you have mouths to feed.
Oh, yes.
When you grew up with nothing, or you don't have family to depend on.
Yes.
And sometimes you have to make it the best way you can. I get it.
Yes.
And I don't begrudge people. I've been working for the last almost 30 years of my life.
Yes.
So I can do this now and not fear losing my job. Not
hallelujah.
What's going to happen to me? Not
yes.
fear what people are going to say.
Yes.
Because I have children that look up to me.
Yes.
My oldest daughter, you've seen it. That child has my face.
Yeah, she has your exact face. She has your exact face.
So shame on me if I don't be that example for her, that she won't be proud to wear that face.
Exactly.
I can't take a back seat right now. I can't.
I applaud you, Shannon. Bravo, because you're right. Some people they're in fear, and sometimes these jobs don't allow you, because some of these jobs monitor your internet and your Facebook and things like that. They monitor it, and it's almost like you're in jail, that you feel in some kind of way. And some people inbox me or call me and say, "Thank you for saying it, because I can't say that."
Absolutely.
I can't say that. And listen, I have worked at Shannon. I've worked at hotels trying to climb that corporate ladder. And what I find out, I shared this story before, what I found out, this was in my late 20s. And I was working at the front office, the front desk at the Sheraton. And I didn't want to just be a front desk clerk or agent. I wanted to run the front desk, and I had more than the capabilities to do it because I'm always learning. So I was trying to be come to I came up. I'm always been a person to dress up and look professional. So I did the extra mile. I came looking and walking the walk and all that. But at the same time, I was still authentic and being my true self. Would turn them off because they knew that I wasn't going to play the game of being dirty. You understand?
And therein lies the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Therein lies the problem. Anybody that knows me knows most of my life, I've never been shy of speaking my truth.
Yes.
The only difference is I've matured from then to now to know what to say, to know how to say.
Yes.
People see on my Facebook, and I know a lot of people are watching that are not commenting, but I know in their heart they're amening because when I post these different things, any type of the same reputation that I have walking the streets is the same reputation that I have on social media.
Yes.
I always carry myself with class,
yes,
with dignity, and respect.
Yes.
I don't have to stoop down to somebody's level
Yes.
in order to speak my truth.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
that is what I encourage my children. I don't have to curse you out.
Yes.
I don't have to talk down to you. I don't have to treat you a certain kind of way, but you better believe you're going to hear the truth.
That's
and
right.
I have to say this about my brother. My brother right now is deployed, Shannon Johnson.
Oh, no.
And I tell you what, yes, ma'am, he's deployed right now.
Oh,
and
no.
I have so much respect for him as a man. Some people don't get him because he speaks his truth, and when I tell you he's unapologetic
Yes.
about it.
Yes.
Again, we're at this stage in our lives, and just with what's going on in the world,
Yes.
we cannot afford anymore to take a back seat.
Oh, my God. No.
Anymore
No.
to listen to the lies that are being perpetuated.
Lies.
Most recently, just last week and the week before, I was in this heavy dialogue with a friend of ours, a Caucasian gentleman. Still love him dearly. I don't know if he still loves me, but I still love him dearly. But we get engaged in this dialogue about the idea and the concept of white privilege. Talking about white privilege is not to insult anybody.
No, it's the truth.
It is a truth.
It's the truth.
You walk in this skin, you do not understand. Even if you try to empathize, try to sympathize,
Yes.
you don't understand what it feels like to walk in this skin day in and day out.
Yes.
He was quoting statistics to me.
They love to do that.
Quoting numbers to me about the community that I live in, that I grew up in, that I had my experiences. And so no matter how many times I shared my experiences, because that was the question that was posed to me.
Yes.
Shannon, have you and Marlon ever experienced this? And I said, yes, I can give you, and that was just a few.
Yes.
But he never acknowledged those experiences. He kept going back to his numbers. And he kept talking about facts and logic. I'm
Yes.
like, well, if you want to talk facts and logic, you have a living, breathing experience.
Yes.
I want to know with all of these numbers, who was interviewed, who was talked to.
Yes.
Who did you experience that validated these numbers? It does not mean we don't have issues within our community, because there are things that we have to take ownership and accountability for.
That's right.
However, I posted even on Facebook this morning, stop trying to fix us and use that energy to fix yourself, fix your mindset.
Yes.
Fix what you're teaching your children.
Yes.
Fix what you perpetuate on the job. Fix what you perpetuate in the church, evangelical.
Yes. Yes.
These images that you could portray.
Yes.
There are just as many issues in other communities. I raised the idea of methamphetamines in the suburbs. My very first experience I grew up in the hood, but my very first experience watching somebody do drugs was a young white lady in my 8th grade class.
What?
In 8th grade, this young lady was behind me snorting cocaine.
Wow.
Snorting cocaine. But I grew up in the hood.
Yes.
With all these statistics you're quoting.
That's right.
The very first drug dealer that I knew was a known drug dealer was a young 15-year-old Caucasian young man selling drugs before school and after school. And that is the God's honest truth.
Yes.
In the 8th grade.
Yeah.
But I grew up in the hood where they're touting these statistics.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I say to you, stop giving me your statistics. Stop trying to save my community.
Yes.
We appreciate help. We appreciate, but don't do it in the vein of trying to save us.
Yes.
With God's help, we have to save ourselves.
Amen.
We all have to make the right choices and
Amen.
the right decisions and have
Amen.
accountability.
You said,
What we need.
oh my God.
Stop trying to save us. Stop trying to be the savior of the black community. Stop trying to fix the black community. Fix your own community.
That's right.
Fix your parents.
That's right.
Fix your siblings.
That's
fix
right.
your co-workers. Fix your friends.
That's right. That's right.
When they're speaking untoward.
Oh my God.
And we have to have accountability for our actions. And that is what inspired me to write
that book
and speak of some of those instances, but also taking accountability for my own prejudices. And for when I exact racism in my mind and in my heart, I'm guilty too. If I'm going to speak the truth, then I have to speak the whole truth.
That's right.
We all are guilty of it, and it's not going to get better until we have some introspection and some self-recollection that we can dig deep inside and understand what will make God pleased about what's in my heart, what's coming out of my mouth, and the actions that I perform. Oh my God.
Oh my God, that is so powerful what you just said. That is so many truths to that. And when I visualized when you said that you saw the young lady taking drugs behind you, this is and Shannon, I've talked about this so many times. I even do you remember the Paul Winfield used to narrate L.A. Confidential? You remember that show? That was God bless the day, but that was an outstanding show, and that shed the light on the houses on the hill. Okay, it shed the light that these $1 million homes in neighborhoods show they have just as many problems as the hood.
Absolutely, if not more.
If not more.
Just one show.
That's just one show.
I used to watch it all the time.
Yes.
You have Forensic Files, you have Snap, you have all of these other. The majority of the people on those shows don't look like us.
They don't look like us. But they're not telling us. They're not writing that in the statistics. They're not doing that. But you have people that are making six figures, and their children are building bombs in the basement. Their children are selling drugs. Hey, unfortunately, they like to give their children a lot of things without earning it. So here, take this Bentley at 16 years old. Or take this BMW at 16 years old, and they wind up living a fast life and having drug parties. And when their parents are out of town, they're giving all kind of orgies and different stuff in the house. So they don't shed light on that, but it is the God honest truth that they have more problems, but the light is not shed on that. Okay,
but we've accepted it though.
We've accepted it.
That all of the statistics point at what's going on in the black neighborhood.
Yes.
We do have teenage pregnancies.
Yes.
We do have drugs. Yes, we do have a high incarceration.
Yes.
But has anybody watched Lock Up on the weekend on MSNBC?
What's the name of the show?
That's called Lock Up.
Wow.
On MSNBC over the weekend.
Wow.
And it's pretty much running 24/7 over the weekend, or at least it used to, but there are just as many Caucasian young kids, just got off, on the wrong foot in life. Again, I'm not saying we don't have a problem in our community, but we have accepted that has been the highlight of what is wrong with this country.
Right.
At least so we're told.
Right.
We still, as much as we talk, we buy into them fixing us.
Oh my God, yes.
That's what they want us to do. We buy into that. No, we have to fix us.
We do.
We have to fix what's going on in our communities through the help of the Lord first and foremost, because we can't do it on our own.
Yes. Yes.
But you have all of these different things going on in these different communities, but yet our community is the one that's constantly and consistently being targeted, consistently in the news, consistently being touted. Look at what happened with Tristan Thompson when it was found out that he was cheating on a Kardashian. This young man was booed on the basketball court.
Wow.
Now again, I'm not touting infidelity, and granted she's not his wife,
Right.
However, how many young black women were cheated on by NBA players, by NFL players, and these players are not being booed.
Exactly. Exactly.
But you get a Kardashian in the mix,
yes,
and now all of a sudden he's the worst person in the world.
yes,
You can't tell me something is wrong with that. That's that man's personal choices and his personal life, but yet it's okay. That is white privilege.
yes, it is.
That is
Yes, it
a
is.
perfect example of white privilege.
Yes.
Nobody's condoning infidelity. Nobody wants to be cheated on.
Right.
Why is it so much more significant because he's dating a Kardashian?
That's right. That's
that
right.
Is a problem for me. That is an issue for me.
And it's an issue for me. And it's disheartening. It's disheartening. And also we can talk about how I don't know this guy's name, but he supposedly raped somebody while they were drunk. And he got 6-month probation. And a black man accused of raping somebody, he gets 50 years in jail. And then we have these white women that are accusing these black men of rape, and it's all lies.
Absolutely.
What is that about?
It happens all the time. Well, we know what it's about. It happens all the time. And I'm at a point now where I'm tired of just talking about it. I'm tired of it being the news flash of the day. We have to change the narrative. We have to change the narrative of what we teach our children.
That's right.
Let these children watch the news.
Oh, yeah.
Let them see what's going on in this country. Let them see what's going on. Because they need to understand how this will affect them 10 years down the road.
That's right.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
My husband and I, we tried very hard with raising our children not to put our own prejudices off on them.
Mm-hmm.
Teach them how to love people as people. And as they got older, we still had to have the talk.
Yes.
And you know what the talk is.
Yes, Lord.
Because in most of their classrooms, they were only 1 or 2 black kids in the classroom. But in their mind, this is all normal.
Yes.
Because this is what they know.
Yes.
Okay, but tell me a black parent that did not have to have the talk with their child, whether you're in the hood or not in the hood.
Exactly.
So that they can understand how they still will be viewed in this country.
That's right.
But the difference is you will not let this be a hindrance for what you will do in this world. You will not let it be a hindrance for making something great of yourself.
That's right.
Making something that God will be pleased.
That's
right.
right.
Not allow the color of your skin to be a hindrance to anything you want to accomplish in this world.
That's right.
Stand up and own your truth of who you are. Okay.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, it's time. I mean, we cannot fathom what those before us, our ancestors, what they experienced just to get us to this point. Okay.
That's right.
I mean, we're talking about death. We're talking about lynchings. Can you imagine being strapped to the back of a truck and being drugged?
Oh my God! And now we're hearing about these hangings. We hear a woman We hear that's all of a sudden happening again. It's all of a sudden happening again.
I just read it this morning. I don't even know where he was, but they found a black man hung from a tree.
My God.
Today.
My God.
So right now we cannot. I understand why we're silent, and this is not standing in judgment of anybody because you have to do what's best for you and what's best for your family. But me, I can no longer afford to be silent in fear of hurting someone's feelings, in fear of being misunderstood.
Yes.
I put at the end of my post this morning.
Yes.
If you're offended by what I have to do, then you have to ask yourself why and do better. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
It's not a judgment. It's not speaking nasty or talking down to anybody that does not look like me. But what it is it is acknowledging a reality of where we are.
That is, Shannon, and we have to show, we have to talk to our children multiple times. And anytime the president of the United States, Barack Obama, was disrespected and his wife was disrespected, what does that say? That People have disrespected him for 8 years, called his wife monkeys and all these different things. You know what I'm saying? Even disrespected his kids and got on national outlets, national talk shows, and just belittled this man. And he's supposed to be one of the most powerful men in the nation as being the president of the United States. And he was because of the color of his skin. So it's difficult. You can go climb that ladder. You could be a CEO of $1 trillion business and somebody still gonna have a problem with you. I remember this, and I love Oprah Winfrey to death. I remember when you remember the movie Beloved?
Mm-hmm. I do.
Her white friends couldn't handle that. Okay? They didn't show up at the box office for Beloved. It hurt her. It hurt her dearly. It hurt her deeply. She thought that they can handle that movie. They couldn't.
Let me tell you something. Oprah is probably one of the most magnificent business minds.
Yes.
Smart. She is excellent at what she does.
Yes.
And she was one of the fortunate ones that was able to make it.
Yes.
To where she can be okay. But at the end of the day, I mean, look at what happened when she first started OWN. When she first started her network.
Yes.
They were wishing and praying.
Yes.
That it failed.
Yes.
They were hoping that it failed. At the end of the day, even as great as Oprah is, when she looks in the mirror, she sees the same thing that they see.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and again, I don't have a bad word to say about Oprah. I don't always agree with everything she says.
Right.
And agree with everything that she does, but I do respect what she has accomplished and what that still represents for our community.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Some of my friends got bent out of shape because of what I posted about Bill Cosby. And at the end of the day, this is my take on it. If I may.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I want you to tell us what you on the Bill Cosby take. Let's discuss it.
This is what I think. Whatever Bill Cosby did to any woman, if he molested, raped, drugged, did any of that deviant behavior, then he deserves to pay for his crimes like anybody else.
Yes.
First and foremost.
Yes.
But I'm going to tell you what's not going to happen. Now, this is for me personally.
Okay.
I didn't even always agree with everything that Bill Cosby said, even about black men and black families as he was going on the tour.
I remember that. I remember that.
I don't agree with it. I did not condone it, and I don't like it, and it looks 10 times worse when it's us, if you know what I mean, that's doing it.
Right.
But what I will not do is erase what this man did for the black community.
Yeah, that's right.
I will not erase.
Yes.
I will not forget, and I will not take credit away from what this man did for the black community. Do you know, okay, since they want to quote statistics, do you know that college enrollment of African Americans rose exponentially because of a different world?
Lord have mercy. Yes. Yes.
Us
yes.
in college, us
yes.
learning, us excelling, us having fun,
yes.
us making mistakes.
Yes.
Us, in other words, just living.
Yes, that different world. A different world.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. Even the Cosby Show.
Yes.
It gave us images. And I'm not saying that there weren't other images, but that there weren't really a whole lot of things that perpetuated what we could be and who we could become in the current world.
No.
We're talking about it in the civil rights era.
Exactly.
In the current world.
Exactly.
So I can't erase that. That is not condoning his behavior.
Yes.
That is not condoning.
That's not condoning his behavior. Because
absolutely, and it's unacceptable. And I will stress and reiterate, I did not agree with a lot of the things that he was saying when he was doing this kind of walking tour about black men and the black community.
Right.
And I don't know what prompted that. I don't know what precipitated him doing that. I did not agree with it. I did not like it.
Right.
But I will not allow any, and this is for me.
Yes.
For those who disagree, I respect that.
Yeah.
About one of my Caucasian friends, she was like, but that was just a TV persona. But I had to come back and say, but you know what? You get to say that it was just a persona, because everything on the television personifies who you are.
That's right.
Everything around this world is a reflection of who you are.
That's right.
There weren't a whole lot of things that reflected who I was.
That's right.
I could be.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we were all taught about Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and Rosa Parks in high school, but nowhere near did they go in depth and really tell us who we are in the history books.
Exactly.
In what we saw on TV.
Exactly.
And all of the images that were around us. So
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
I respect anybody that has a different opinion than myself.
Yes.
But I have to speak my truth. I have to stand in my truth, and I have to own my truth, because that's the only way I know that I can raise my children to have their own voice, but also understand that they have a right to be here, and nobody's going to tell them to go back to Africa and go back here, because guess what? We all are immigrants here in America.
Yeah.
And that's another topic for another day.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yes. And I agree with you, Shannon, about the Bill Cosby, because let me say this. God gave Bill Cosby those ingenious ideas of creating a Fat Albert and all of those shows that he created.
Absolutely.
He gave him those gifts. Now, on the other hand, Bill Cosby, sometimes when you climb the ladder, you start seeing particular behaviors in other people, and you start adapting those behaviors. Now,
it's what we call drinking the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, you started drinking that Kool-Aid. That's right. You started drinking that Kool-Aid, and things started changing. So, that's your own fleshly fault. Okay? The work that you've done, it doesn't take away from the work that you've done, because you've helped a lot of families. You've helped a lot of the content of your television shows helped a lot of people. But your personal life, you made some poor choices, and it doesn't matter who we are in this country, who we are on this planet. We can give tens of millions and millions of dollars away. We can bless millions of people. You can bless 10 million people, but over here you violated 10 people. And you got to pay for those people that you violated.
And it's going to be 10 times worse because of the color of your skin.
Exactly.
Okay, you can have two people commit the same crime, but they're not going to get the same penalty.
They're not, because of the color of their skin.
Absolutely.
Do you remember the man?
We can't afford to live this life.
Do you remember the gentleman? I don't even know his name. That was on Seventh Heaven.
Oh, absolutely. Collins. I can't see the
Yes.
Collins, I believe.
He admitted to molesting young girls.
Yes, ma'am.
His show is still on the air. He is not in jail.
He's still making movies. He is still a working actor in Hollywood.
Charlie Sheen. You gave people. You got AIDS.
Yes,
your show is still on the air. Your show is still on the air. You still making money. You gave people AIDS.
Yes, ma'am.
That is a serious problem. So, Shannon, you decided, I'm not just going to talk about it. I'm going to be about it. I'm going to write this book, and I'm going to write more books, because you're not just stopping at tunnel vision. Those of you who are watching and listening, this is Real Talk with Trinese. We have Shannon Ayers on the line we're discussing many topics right now, and it all boils back to racism. And she's written this book called Tunnel Vision. It's available on Amazon. Am I correct? Tell us where the book is available.
It's available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and Ex Libris, which is where I published it. But you can also, if you want a book signed by me, you can just, right now you can just hit me up on a message on Facebook, and then I can get you a book that's personally signed if you want to get it directly from me. Because all of this really just came about at the last minute, because this was not something that I was really ready to share.
Mm-hmm.
But, through encouragement from my family.
Yes.
I decided, because I've had the book for a few months before I even
really
let anybody know.
Wow.
Yes,
really?
Because it was my own truth.
Yes.
And
Yes.
You know, and if anything, I really did it for my children and did it for
That's
my
a blessing.
family, you know, but I'm happy to share it, you know, with others. And I hope people will take a read.
I can't wait to get my copy. I can't wait to read it. I again, I can't say this enough. I applaud people like you. People that recently I went to a one woman show, and if I don't know if Ayana's watching, but her name is Ayana Molina, and she has a book called Runaway, and I read that book years ago. Beautiful. It was about her truth and about she went through molestation and all kind of things, and she put it on stage, and it was powerful.
Wow.
And she told her truth, even on from abortions and everything that she suffered. She put that truth on the stage, and it was powerful. So I commend people, you and others, that are raw and authentic, and that you are transforming lives, and you're telling these ugly truths, because we got to, because we in Black communities, we sweep the molestation under the rug. We sweep all that under the rug. We don't tell, we know Uncle Willie likes to sit his nieces on his lap and touch him a little bit, but he's a good man. He's providing money for the family. Don't worry about Uncle Willie. He all right. But we sweeping that all under the rug, and then you wonder why the little niece is promiscuous today, and that she's having multiple lovers and things like that, because Uncle Willie decides to touch her in her private parts when she was 4 years old. You see,
passing it on.
Yes. Generational curses. Generational curses. Constantly.
It has to stop.
Because we're not addressing it. Shannon, I remember this young lady. She was a lesbian woman, beautiful woman, and I love all people. Whatever your sexuality is, that's your business. I love all people, and I don't judge. But I had to ask her, because that's the kind of person I am. She would tell me about her lover cheating on her. She would tell me about her lover cheating on her, and that she does something for her same-sex lover all the time. And I said, I'm sorry to hear you going through all that and all this. And then she said her children started to adopting the behaviors of her and her lover, bringing people to have sexual relations in their bed. It had gotten that deep. So one day I said, Lord, let me find a way to ask this young lady what made her decide to, what caused her to be a lesbian. I just had to know, because she's a sweetheart, a beautiful sister, just loving. But I wanted to know what was the root of her changing, or what was the root of her being. And guess what, Shannon? Guess what happened? She told me that her brother raped her every day.
Wow.
Her brother raped her every day, and she told her mother. Her mother did not believe her. Her mother ignored it. And she hated men. She hated men because of her brother.
Wow.
She didn't want to be with a man because her brother raped her and touched her.
Wow.
And her mother ignored her. So you can imagine somebody just going through trauma. My brother, my sibling, my brother that's supposed to be my protector is violating me every day. And we sweep that kind of stuff under the rug.
Oh, absolutely. There are so many mental health challenges within our community that we have to address, and a lot of it has been handed down.
Yes.
Unfortunately, because one of the problems that you ran into in the days of old is when we had different things like this going into families, what was going to happen if you told the police? I mean, and when you throw that in there, and nobody wanted to disparage the family.
Yes.
Nobody wanted to, make the family think. And who pays the price is the children.
Yes. Yes.
The children.
Who pays the yes.
To what I was saying, we have a lot of issues that we have to attack within our community.
Oh my God, a lot of issues.
But that should never that should never be any reason or any excuse to accept what other people say about us in terms of identifying us as the problem.
That's right. That's
At
right.
the end of the day, as a community, we have to start stepping up and speaking our truth. We have to speak about, again, incarceration. We have to speak about, teenage pregnancies and illiteracy,
Yes.
mental health challenges.
Yes.
We have all of these things, but now we have resources.
Yes.
Now we have resources, and now we have opportunities
Yes.
to stand up and speak up, because it's one thing to just cry racism. Okay, but guess what? I'm not giving anybody that kind of authority over my life,
Yes.
over my environment, and over my being to tell me what I cannot do.
Right. Right.
And it would behoove us to continue instilling these things in our children. I mean, another book that I'm working on right now is called The Triumphs of the Chocolate Princess.
Wow.
And that book is really about my own experience with my own daughter, who was 5 years old at the time, and thought that she wasn't beautiful because she didn't look like one of the Disney princesses.
Oh my
Because
goodness.
her skin is dark.
Oh my God.
And so
To tell me.
from there, I had to start showing her pictures of beautiful, extremely dark Black women so that she can see that beauty comes in all shades.
Oh my
And
God.
so in this book, again, just talking about some of the self-imagery, as women, we have to be careful of the images that we're portraying in front of our children.
That's right.
In front of our daughters, and how they pin their value and their self-worth.
That's right, Shannon.
Another book that I'm working on is The Psychology of Selling You.
Wow.
Do you change a room when you walk into it?
Ooh.
When people see you?
Ooh, yes. Yes, I love it.
These things matter within our community. These things are important. And it's not just about our community, because really it applies across the board.
Yes.
It doesn't matter what color you are.
That's right.
These things matter. Imagery matters. What we portray in front of our
It does.
children matters. What we put on social media matters.
Yes, ma'am.
Even your login title.
Yes.
Matters.
Ooh, yes.
To what you were saying a little bit earlier on your show, when you were talking about the title.
Yes.
The title of your play and the meaning behind the title.
Yes.
It has to be something powerful.
Yes.
That's what our presence should be. We should be our own book title.
Yes.
When we step into a room, people are, I need to know her story.
Yes.
I need to know what's in him.
Mm-hmm.
I need to know what's in her.
Yes.
I need to know what this person is about, because this person has just changed the atmosphere.
Ooh,
and
yes.
I gravitated toward that.
Yes.
So again, we just, when all the dust settles, at the end of the day, it's really all about accountability.
It's all about
Whether
accountability.
we're talking about racism, whether we're talking about poverty, whether we're talking, it's a whole host of things, is accountability.
Yes.
I have to take ownership. I was listening to what you were saying, a little bit before,
Mm-hmm.
talking about having negative bank accounts and
Yes.
all kind of, we all have had those experiences.
Yes.
We've all been there. Where,
Yes.
we haven't been at our best. We've been at our lowest point.
Right.
We still survived. And we still made it.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
We can no longer. There's not an excuse anybody can tell me about why you cannot succeed.
Mm-hmm. That's
I don't
right.
care if you grew up in a foster home.
Right.
I don't care if you grew up on a street corner.
That's
I
right.
don't care if you grew up with both parents, no parents.
That's
being
right.
raped, molested, a whole host of things.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, while we deal with those emotional things,
Right.
at some point inside of us, as long as you wake up and breathe another day, you have a purpose.
That's right.
You have a purpose. And
That's
walk
right.
in it. You don't walk in somebody else's truth. Somebody raped you and molested you, that's their lie.
Yes.
That doesn't have to be your truth.
Yes.
You can own what happened to you, but that does not have to be who you are.
That's right. That's right. And let me say this, Shannon. I know I've said this before, and I've said sometimes people that have had traumatic backgrounds or traumatic childhoods, dealing with the molestation and all those different things, and abuse, mental and physical abuse. We can't just always pray that away. We have to get counseling for that.
Absolutely.
You have to get counseling. You need counseling.
That's another misnomer in our community. Let me tell you something. If anybody know me, know I'm a praying woman, and know I love the Lord, and I know the Lord loves me.
Yes.
But at the end of the day,
Yes.
I have to walk and be amongst people every day.
That's right.
And sometimes, you know, the Lord has blessed people with gifts and talents and resources that can provide some of the help that we need. It doesn't mean that we're not dependent on God to get help.
That doesn't mean that, right?
How different is it going to a preacher for him to lay hands on you or for him to give you spiritual guidance and counseling? The Lord is instilling that in him to be able to help others. You have professionals. You have some spiritual professionals and some secular professionals, but it's okay to get help.
It's okay
to talk to somebody.
It is.
You know, we got to stop always throwing a scripture in somebody's face or throwing the Bible at somebody.
Please say that. Please say that again. Please.
Absolutely.
Please say it again.
You come for help. I can pray for you. I can intercede for you without you even being in the room. But right now, you may not know scripture.
That's right.
You may not know. So right now, maybe you just need somebody to listen.
That's Shannon.
God always provides.
Yes.
And where we can be a blessing. That's not taking God out of the equation.
I'm so glad.
You have to meet the need.
I'm so glad you said that. I'm so glad you, because it doesn't, Shannon.
So we have to use wisdom. We have to use wisdom.
That's right.
A young lady comes to you crying on your shoulder saying somebody just raped her or molested her. You think she wants to hear you quote scripture to her? No. Your arms around her and give her love and embrace her.
That's right.
Allow her to go through her grieving process.
Yes. Oh my God. If we just get that, and listen, Shannon, I'm just so glad that we connected as sisters, because you and I are like-minded. Because let me tell you, I've said it over and over again. Everybody does not understand scriptures, and I'm glad you brought that up. They don't understand it, and this is where I come in at with my stage plays. This is where I come in at. That's why God said, Trinese, I need you to go outside the four walls, because they're not coming to the church house. They're not coming. I need you to bring your ministry outside, because I need you to I don't need you to have a bunch of scriptures in your plays. I want you to act out the behaviors so people can get healed. Okay, and so I've had people call me, Shannon. I've had people call me. One lady I'll never forget. I was at City Park. We were doing God's Tears in Slidell. She called me. She said, "Well, how many scriptures you got in this play?" Asking me all kind of stuff. Oh, what is this play about? And you could just feel the negative vibe over the phone. In other words, she was trying to say that I didn't have an authority to put on a gospel play because maybe I didn't have enough scriptures in the play. And this is not how God wants me to do it. He got me doing it a certain way. Okay, we're going to put some scriptures in there, but we're not going to overload you. We're going to act out these things that people need to see, because a lot of people see themselves on that stage and they can transform themselves. You know what I'm saying?
And that leads them to the Lord.
That's right.
Let me tell you, sometimes we can get so self-righteous.
Yes.
That sometimes we miss it.
Yes.
When Jesus dealt with the woman at the well.
Yes.
And you're talking about all these different husbands. But he just told you know what?
Mm-hmm.
Go and sin no more.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The woman who was going to be stoned, and he's telling the people, he without sin cast the first stone.
That's right.
Sometimes we get so, that old school term that they say, you're so heavenly bound to earthly good.
Yes. Oof.
And again,
wow.
Don't get me wrong now, because sometimes some people need scripture.
Yeah.
Sometimes some people need prayer. Sometimes they may even need a little oil.
Right. Yes.
But it's true.
Yeah.
Because I've had some oil I wanted to sling on a few people myself.
Yes. Yes.
It's how we draw people to the kingdom. We do not water down the word. We do not change the word.
Right.
The word stays the same.
It stays the same.
With how we administer the word.
Mm-hmm.
The Bible tells you that the greatest thing is love. You show people love.
Ooh.
You show people kindness. You show people Christ.
Yes. Show it to them. Don't tell me. Show me.
Walk into a room, what do? What do you change the atmosphere?
That's right. You change the atmosphere. And guess what? People You don't have to, sometimes you don't have to open your mouth, but people see God in you. They see it in you, just the way you talk to people and address people, and even a simple good morning, because I have a bad habit of calling everybody baby, but they like it. Hey, it's a New Orleans say, hey baby girl, or sometimes some men say, well, hold up, Trinese, I ain't no boy now, you calling me baby boy. But but people like that energy in you, and they see that kindness in you, and they want to be drawn to you. You ain't got to say. You ever met somebody that say, and we all are God's favorites. You ever met somebody say, well, how you doing today? I am highly blessed and highly favored. Every conversation, you got to say you highly blessed and highly favored every time. Baby girl, can I see it? Can I see it through you first? Let me see that highly favor on you. You ain't got to say nothing, baby. Let me see it on you. Like some good old seasoning.
I will say this. Now, in fairness to some of those people are trying to speak it until they believe it.
Okay.
You have some that really is just lip service.
Yes. And I'll be like, well, yeah. And I'll be like, yeah, okay, wonderful. But
you have your people, they're just deep.
Yeah, they're deep. But can we have a normal conversation for once in your life?
Absolutely. Let me tell you, at the end of the day, as somebody who grew up in the church and spent most of my life in the church, my husband pastored,
yes.
Now.
Wow, beautiful.
And, again, knowing everything there is to know about the church, but I know enough to know that as a child I was hurting and nobody knew it.
Wow.
In the church, as a teenager, I was hurting and nobody knew it. Because we can talk the part.
Yes.
But what we really have to do within the church community, we have to really touch people and meet people where they are.
Where they are. Yes,
again,
ma'am.
We do not water down the word.
Right.
We do not put the Bible aside.
Yes.
The word is still the word.
Yes.
And God is still God. And we just have to use wisdom as to how we approach people, how we administer the word. Some people need just full-on scripture and say, look, this is what you need to do.
Yes.
And that there is a time and a place for that.
That's right.
We have to use wisdom with how we deal with people.
That's right.
You've been in the church all your life. You can't treat people like they've been in the church all their life.
Say that again, sweetie. Say it again.
Absolutely.
Say it again.
Absolutely. When you've been in church all your life, you cannot treat people like they've been in church all their life.
Amen. Amen.
You have to meet them where they are.
Got to meet them where they are.
Example first.
Yes.
Live by example first. Let me tell you, I'm not always at my desk.
Oh, me either, girl.
I'm always in first lady mode. You might catch me on a bad day, and I hope and pray that I represent my family and my Christ well.
Yes.
That is my prayer. But sometimes I'm not always at my desk. But sometimes I may need you to pray for me.
Yes. Yes.
We just get so deep, and we just get so above it all that we forget where we came from.
Yes.
We forget who it is that we even serve. Jesus was a servant.
Oh, girl, say that again.
He wasn't a diva.
Servant.
Oh. He wasn't a dude. He wasn't a GQ. He wasn't all of this stuff that we aspire to be.
Right.
He was a servant. He was a humble servant.
That's right. That's right.
And he was happy to serve.
Right.
He was glad to serve. And it didn't always feel good to serve.
No, indeed. Right. Not at all.
And if we get more into being like Jesus and not being like the top bishop so-and-so and apostle
so-and-so, yes.
So-and-so and all of these titles and these things. And don't get me wrong, and I mean no disrespect at all.
Yes.
You have people that walk in the calling that God called them to be.
Right.
Whether it be an apostle or a bishop.
Yes, right.
And so what it's going to take is for some of these people and some of these higher up, positions to start touching the people again.
Touching the people, that's right.
Touching the people again. We're surrounded by these entourages and we're surrounded by all of these handlers and I get it, I do. I understand there's a place for everything, but we just have to get back to a place where we're touching
and tangible.
again.
We're tangible.
And absolutely.
Tangible.
Absolutely. And to bring it all home and to bring it full circle, because it's still applicable even when we're talking about racism.
Yes.
Which is why, again, as Black people, we have to also own the racism that's in us.
That's right.
We have to also own up to the feelings that we harbor, justifiably so or not. At the end of the day, we have to do what pleases God.
Oh, yes.
And if it doesn't please God, it may please the flesh. It may make me feel good.
Yeah.
This so-and-so, this so-and-so, and
yeah.
That may make the flesh feel good, but
what about God?
At the end of the day, there's only one race.
Yeah.
It sounds cliche-ish, but we have again fallen into this black, white, brown, yellow, all this other stuff, but at the end of the day, there's only one race.
Exactly.
And it's a long way to go.
It's a long way to go.
I don't want to look at my sister like my white sister.
Oh, I know.
Look at my sister as my black sister. But right now, this is where we are.
Mm-hmm.
And
right.
That's the truth we have to speak, because until we own it, we can't fix it.
That's right. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And Shannon, you've been so amazing with your interview. I do want to talk a little bit, if you still have time, to talk about the Hello Beautiful conference for our ladies that's listening.
My God.
Yeah, we
the Hello Beautiful Women's Conference.
She's hosting a women's conference in August, and I'm very excited to be a part of it and to be attending. So just tell our audience about this Hello Beautiful conference. Let's say women. No, we're not gonna say conference. We're gonna say women's retreat. That's what we're gonna say.
Well, I tell you what this has really been in my spirit for a very, very long time. And what really sparked this in me again is just how, as women, how we look at ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time, we see ourselves through the view of society.
That's right.
And the parameters society puts on us. You have to be a certain weight. You have to be a certain color. Your hair has to be a certain length or a certain texture. All of these things, these images of women and beauty, it was just, as I was getting older, it was troubling to me. When I look back at myself, when I was in high school, I was like a size 0, a size 2.
Yeah.
When I reached a size 4, I thought I was morbidly obese.
So you thought you were a morbidly obese at size 4?
Absolutely, because those were the images I had in my head that was beautiful.
Right.
Having a size 24 waist, that was beautiful. But when my waist expanded to 26 inches, it's like, oh my, these were the images I remembered having as a child. So then as my own children were getting older, and the Lord blessed me with 3 beautiful daughters and, one handsome son. But when I look at my daughters, I wanted them, their bodies were going through different changes.
Mm-hmm.
It bothered me when family members would make comments, ooh, you're getting some big. And when we hear these things,
right.
When you see pregnant women, ooh, look at her nose, and ooh, her
yes,
teeth.
right.
The things that we say
right.
as women.
Right.
And I've always said, a woman can hurt another woman like no man can.
Ooh.
Because we know what cuts, we know what hurts.
Yes.
And 9 times out of 10, I'm hurting you because I'm hurting. I want you to hurt like
hurt people. As they say, hurt people hurt people.
Hurt people.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So when thinking about all of these different things, and just different conferences and retreats that I've been through over the years, which I've had a great time, but I just had a different image in my mind of what I wanted to share with women and wanting to bring women together.
Yes.
Because I want women to see their beauty through God's eyes.
Yes.
Not through society.
Yes.
Not through hurt.
Yes.
Not through pain.
Yes.
But see their image through God's eyes. And so that's always been in my spirit to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And then, our friend Erica reached out to me about almost 4 years ago.
Yes.
And was sharing her vision, and we both were sharing our vision.
Yes. Yes.
But I told her that it just wasn't my time yet.
Right.
When she shared her vision, I'm like, well, hey, I can help you do that.
Yes.
And so in helping her do her,
right.
I'm working wait.
I'm Worth the Wait was an awesome
Last week,
experience. Yeah.
awesome experience.
Shout out to Erica
Doing that
Michelle.
with her,
Yes.
absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely. For the last 2 years doing that, that gave me what I needed to
Yes.
put on the Hello Beautiful Women's Retreat. When she
Yes.
announced that she wasn't going to do it for the 3rd year,
Yes.
and, you know, I sat down and I talked with her and I shared with her,
Right.
you know, and wanted to get her blessing,
Yes.
you know, to be able to do it.
Yes.
You know, because we want to do things decently and in order.
Yes.
I didn't want to make it seem like I'm trying to outdo hers. Or,
Right.
you know, none of that craziness.
Right.
I felt inspired.
Yes.
I felt encouraged.
Yes.
And I went to her about a couple of weeks after we finished our Worth the Wait retreat and shared it with her, and she gave me her blessing to move forward
Yes.
with it. And so that's what I've been doing.
Yes.
It hasn't been easy.
Oh, of course not.
You know, it hasn't been easy at all, but I'm still trusting and believing the Lord that women are still going to register, women are still
Yes.
going to come out. And however many are there, I'm just trusting and believing the Lord that somebody's life
It's going to be changed.
We will have phenomenal speakers. You
Yeah.
are going to grace us with a beautiful spoken word.
Yes.
Only one small piece of your talent.
Yeah.
I feel so blessed. It's only a small piece.
It's only a small piece.
Small piece. But I believe that what you have to convey and what you have to share with us, I believe is going to bless the women.
Yes, ma'am, it is.
In attendance.
Yeah.
You know, we have some phenomenal speakers.
Yes, you do.
She's going to, you know, that's the first lady out of Refuge Temple, D.C.
Wow.
Matter of fact, her husband is who married my husband and I.
Wow. Blessings.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We have Lady Troy Lynn Carley. She's out of New York.
Okay.
Again, phenomenal first lady. Absolutely just wonderful. We have Miss Diane Horncastle.
Beautiful.
Who goes around, she's speaking all over the place.
Beautiful.
You know, teaching us, again, about loving the skin we're in.
Yes.
Awesome,
yes.
Awesome speaker.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
And when I tell you, we have these two men. We have a young man,
Good.
Mr. Kenneth. Mr. Kenneth is going to speak to our women about, you know, what a single man's vision of beauty.
Right.
According to scripture. And
beautiful.
my husband, Pastor Marlon Ayers, he's going to be speaking from a married man's perspective.
Beautiful. I love it.
Beauty.
I love it.
Beauty through, you know, from God's eyes. So I'm just believing the Lord that we will have a phenomenal time.
You are.
The Lord is really
we are.
Yeah. Change lives. So I just thank you so very much for being one of my biggest cheerleaders.
Yes, ma'am.
My biggest supporters.
Of course.
I look forward to the day when I see you on the big screen. And I can say I knew her when. You are phenomenally talented.
Thank you. Thank you.
Don't you dare let anybody tell you any different.
Thank you, Shannon.
I'm inspired and encouraged just by your tenacity, just your willingness to go after what you want. The things that you've accomplished, people have no idea.
Yeah.
No idea what it takes to do what you do. They have no idea. I know I couldn't do it. And I thank God that He does have people like you that's willing to do the sweat and the hard work to put on these plays. And now you have your own talk show.
Yeah.
Your own television show. And
yeah.
This is only the beginning.
Yeah.
I'm humbled that you would even have me. When I told you about my book, God knows I wasn't even thinking about your show. And when you asked me, honestly, I was floored.
Girl,
thank you so much.
Girl, I know. Look, I knew that wasn't your intent when you called me. I knew that. Okay, because again, you know, we connected. You know, so we have discernment. Okay, we have discernment. So I didn't discern that you were trying to get on the show, but you were celebrating. You wanted me to celebrate with you, and you wanted to tell me the news about your book. So of course, I gotta have my friend on. You've been one of my biggest supporters, and always speaking things to an existence and telling me, advice and things like that. So of course, I would have you on because I believe in you, and I believe in what you're doing. And when you put together the conferences for Erica, I think we bonded even more then. So our friendship has elevated to another level. So of course I would have my good friend on that has sold into my life, and that's what it's all about, sowing in each other's lives, and actually I watch you with your beautiful family, your husband, your children, your girls. I'm just so impressed the way that you're raising your children. They're beautiful young ladies. They have a spirit about them. They have your spirit and your husband's spirit. I never met your husband, but I know he has a great spirit because you guys look like brother and sister. I know you get that all the time.
We do.
I know.
Too late now. It's almost 19 years later. I'm not looking back.
Yeah, y'all look like brother and sister, but at the same time, you're connected and you're raising four beautiful children. And on top of that, you're doing magnificent work. And I'm so glad to be a part of the Hello Beautiful retreat that's going to be August 10th through the 12th on the beautiful Destin, Florida beach at the Hilton Hotel. We're going to be at the Hilton. That's the top of the line. I've stayed there 2 years in a row, and baby, my family and I love it. My boys are coming with me, my husband and my son. They're gonna help us do this thing. We're gonna have an amazing time. Ladies, tell the ladies where they can register, because there's still slots open where you can register, because this is a life-changing event. It's not just a regular conference, it's an experience. So tell the audience where my ladies, where they can register on the website and things like that, where they can register for the Hello Beautiful conference. And bring your girlfriends, bring your cousins, bring your mama, bring your daughter. Come through.
They can register on starmanagementconsulting.com, and that's starmgmtconsulting.com.
Okay.
Star, STARMGMT for management.
Yes.
Consulting.com. They can go on there. They can register. They can send me a message on Facebook.
Yes.
It's on Twitter. It's on Instagram. And we have packages up to 6 people to a room. And those rooms are huge.
They are huge.
Those rooms, they are gorgeous.
They're gorgeous.
Some rooms, they have built-in bunk beds in the
Yes.
walls. They have
Yes.
full-size beds, and then have a sofa sleeper, and then have a balcony
that looks over the Destin, the beach. You're looking over the beach. It's a hidden paradise. It's a hidden paradise. It's 4 hours away from New Orleans. It's a skip and a jump for us to get there. So it's so we have those hidden paradise, and sometimes everybody can't always go to the Bahamas or go to Jamaica and all that, but they have ways that you can experience some of that blue water, huh?
Absolutely. Oh my God.
Yes.
I tell you that place. I mean, when Erica first, when she first told me her vision and told me what she wanted to accomplish for the I'm Worth the Wait retreat, and I looked all over. She told me, a general idea of where she wanted it to be. And when I found that place and I had shared it with her, oh my God, it's like that was just it.
Yes.
That was just it. And 2 years running, we had such a beautiful time. And when I tell you, I am thankful. I haven't talked to Erica in a little bit, but I tell you what, I am thankful and I am grateful because of her inviting me to be a part of the I'm Worth the Wait retreat. That is what gave me what I needed to do to be able to do this.
Yes.
And for that, I will be forever grateful.
Yes.
Forever grateful.
Yes. And things always serve its purpose. Always serve its purpose. And it's amazing that you had faith enough to do it and to put it together and bringing all these beautiful women and men together to put on a life-changing event, because that's what we want. We don't want to just say, oh, it's just a conference, and we don't want to just do the regular old mediocre things. We want to do things in the spirit of excellence, and I know that you operate in the spirit of excellence, and it always come off as authentic. So I'm very, very excited to be guys that those of you who don't know, you can actually I'm sorry, those of you who don't know, I'm going to be a part of the conference, meaning that I'm going to be doing a spoken word piece on beautiful. So I'm very, very, very excited about doing that. And I'm so honored that Shannon asked me to be a part of it, because I love to minister through the arts. So that's going to be my way of giving back and giving something so with depth to it and that can speak to the soul. Because sometimes it's one thing to get up there and to read a poem, but you got to feel it. And when you're writing it, you got to feel it, and people going to feel it, because I don't believe in just half stepping and doing things. I believe in doing it with your all. And when you do things with your all, people are going to feel that energy coming from you. And poetry is my first love. That's how I started off, as a young girl, writing poems. That's basically where it all started, just writing these things. And and I knew that I was beyond my years as a little girl, because I was just writing stuff that adults would write. So I've always knew that I had something there. So now to see me from then to now, it's amazing. And that's what it means when you recognize, Shannon, when you recognize those treasures inside of you, and you operate those gifts, and the sky is unlimited after that. Because you're going to go through levels. You're going to go through levels. Because you got to keep pushing. You got to keep pushing through, even when it gets hard. And even when you feel like giving up, you got to keep pushing through. And sometimes people are not going to see the vision like you see the vision. And you be like, why they not seeing it? Because God gave that vision. So they're not going to be on one accord with you. But when God send you those people, hallelujah. When God send you those people, I'm ready to roll my sleeves up and help you. We're going to get to that, because I always say this: when I win, you're going to win. If you're a part of the team, if you're a part of me, if I win, you win. So don't look at the now. Oh, it's too hard, because some people don't want to crawl before they walk. They don't want to take that crawl, but you got to crawl before you walk. And sometimes you're going to be in that valley, and that valley going to be kind of dark, and you ain't going to be able to see it, but there's light at the end of the tunnel. There's light at the end of the tunnel. So Shannon, I appreciate you coming on the show. Again, guys, she has written her first book, which is called Tunnel Vision. It's dealing with her truth and her experiences with racism and all those other subjects. She's telling personal testimonies in her book, which is a bold thing to do. And she's ready to do it with the support of her family, pushing her to do it. Now you guys are being blessed to read it. You can get it on Amazon. And what was the other, Barnes and Nobles? And what was the other place that you can get it?
Or Ex Libris. And
Ex Libris. Okay.
March the 25th.
Oh, yes.
Ebenezer Baptist Church. I am having, that is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s church, where he was born.
Yes.
I am having an author signing there.
Yes.
On March the 25th, which is Friday of next week.
God bless you. Yes. I mentioned that early in the show. So Shannon Ayers is going to have her very first book signing at the Ebenezer Baptist Church, where Martin Luther King soul resided there. She is going to give her book signing there in Atlanta. So those of you who live in Atlanta and you have time to go out there and support, go to Ebenezer Baptist Church May 25th at 6 o'clock and get a copy of her book. She's going to sign it for you, and she's going to have an amazing time. And I pray that you have a big turnout, and I know you will, because this is exciting. This is so exciting. Yes.
It has been a pleasure, my love. Thank you so very much.
You are welcome, Shannon. And I will be talking to you soon. And of course, I'm going to still be promoting the retreat and that website and things like that. So, because again, we're about to head into June, and before you know it, August will be here. Once June hit, it's downhill from there, and then we're gonna be putting up the Christmas tree.
Oh my Lord.
We're gonna be putting up the Christmas tree. Once June hit, that it's all over. It's all over.
I know it. This God has been good.
Yeah. Time waits for no one. Time.
Real quick, I just want to thank my husband.
Oh, yes.
His support. My oldest daughter, Taylor, she'll be graduating.
Yes.
Next
Woo.
from high school.
Yes.
Going off to college. And my daughter, Leslie. My son, Marlon Jr., a.k.a. MJ.
Beautiful.
And my beautiful daughter, Sydney, my chocolate princess.
Your chocolate
and
princess.
I have my aunt and my mom and my sisters and my dad and my siblings, my brother, everybody. I just thank my family for the support that they've given me with the projects that, I'm undertaking. And I thank friends like you.
Thank you.
That have supported me and been there with me on this journey. So
yes,
I
ma'am.
love you. I
love you too.
Nothing but best success.
Yes.
With your shows, your plays,
thank
and
you.
all of these upcoming things. And again, just thank you so much for your support, and I also thank your listening audience.
Yes, thank you for my audience that's been watching live and listening. We appreciate you taking time out listening to my beautiful friend Shannon Ayers and her great interview and her great insight. It's certainly been a blessing. So Shannon, I'm going to go ahead and hang up with you, and I'm going to close out the show with a song. Bless you, and I will see you soon, darling.
Love you. Thank you.
Love you too. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
What a wonderful interview, guys. What a wonderful interview. Having a great time talking to Shannon Ayers. Thank you again, guys, for your support every Friday. We are here 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. We went over a little bit of my time, but it's all good because, hey, it's just a one-woman show, and I don't have nobody on my back telling me to hurry up, so I can take a little time sometime. So, again, if you want to meet us back here, we have another special guest that's coming through. I'm not going to announce it right now, but we have another special guest coming next Friday, guys, and the list keeps getting longer and longer and longer. We have some amazing people that's been on this show, and I thank God for this platform. I thank you guys who's been watching Facebook, Katrina, Anthony, Demond, Jerome, Donna, Maul, Troy, Nikki, LaShonda, Jaquin, Aaron, which is Ernest, I believe. Hey, Ernest, Kibran, Aaron, Gary, Miss Martha. Hey, Miss Martha, Lyle Henderson. Of course, my special guest Shannon was watching. Catherine, David, Bridget, Mr. Wan, Billy Wan, Sherry Capers, Roxine, Audrey, Anthony Brooks, Morris, from the 17th, Kay Fine, Demond. Thank you guys all for Kenya Butler. Thank you for watching. Lisa, Manuel, Ann, James. All of you guys have been on here. I appreciate it. I really, really, really do. Kenneth Holmes, V. Marie, Ellie Marie. All of you guys have been on here. Stacy, Ted. Hey, Ted. Ace, Bridget, Sean, Nelson. Y'all been on here. Nashawn, Oliver. Thank you guys, Julie. Thank you for watching us live. Danielle, is it Jalon? I hope I'm saying it, Mr. and Mrs. Dillon. Chantrell, Jennifer, Cheryl, Ski, Demond. All of you guys been on there. I appreciate it. I really, really do. I really do really, really appreciate the support. And those of you who've been listening, who can't watch me live, I appreciate your support. Don't forget, guys, God's Tears on My Window Pane Part 2. This was Part 1. If you can see the flyer, dynamic. We're doing Part 2 in this dinner theater. You guys got to go to my page and read that menu. I don't have it in front of me, but we got some amazing. The tickets are $25 if you don't want to eat, but you're going to regret it if you don't get you a meal ticket for $40. And we have the VIP for $50. July 21st, July 22nd, stage play. .ticketleap.com. You can get your tickets online for now, but we are going to have printed physical tickets June 1st. We'll have those tickets available. But right now, if you want to just get online and order your tickets, you certainly can do that, guys. It's been a blessing. I'm going to close the show out with another song, and I will see you next time. Peace and blessings. Okay, guys. All right, guys. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Thank you guys so much. Hey, Miss K. Thank y'all so much for watching. I'm going to get ready to get off of here because I have somewhere else to be in a little while. Ooh, my hair is a mess. Ooh, I thought I curled it good. But thank y'all for watching. I'm going to see y'all next time, okay? Share the video. We had an amazing time today. So make sure you share the video, okay? So I'll see you.